Hello, my name is Peter Dahmen. I'm a designer and a paper artist. There are endless possibilities to use paper engineering for marketing. This video is focused on architecture and real estate projects. Let me show you some designs that I have created in the past few years for my clients. 90-degree pop-up cards. The advantage of 90-degree cards is that they can be made from one single sheet of paper. Don't underestimate the possibilities. This technique can be used to display very complex objects. Although no glue is needed, the assembly can be quite challenging, but the result is often very impressive. "180-degree pop-up cards. There are many different versions of 180-degree pop-up cards. In the next two designs, the elements are arranged like theater backdrops, so you can display whole landscapes and skylines with several layers. You may apply illustrations, but you may also cut out the elements with a laser cutter to create intricate designs. In this case, no additional printing is needed. "180-degree pop-up cards that combine flat layers and three-dimensional objects. You may combine flat layers with 3D objects. The result can be amazing. Such pop-up cards may be cut out from white paper or they may be printed with colored illustrations. Please note that this card does not only show the chocolate factory. Additional product images are arranged around the building. You should not ignore the possibility of showing other motifs in addition to the pure architecture. It's a wonderful way to increase the wow effect of your pop-up card. Slice forms. A widespread form of pop-ups are the so-called slice forms. With this technique, a massive object is virtually disassembled into slices. Please note that it is not possible to display closed roofs with this technique. However, they are a very good solution for certain shapes, for example spheres or circular segments. I personally like it to combine slice forms with other 3D elements. Pop-up cards that show the essential part of a building. One might think that this pop-up sculpture shows an entire building, but that's not the case. In fact, I'm only showing the top floor of the tower here. The original architecture is so iconic that it makes sense to show only the most striking part of the building in the pop-up. Showing the whole tower at full height would have made the pop-up technically much more elaborate with a much weaker effect. It is worth it to focus on the essentials. The 360-degree view was too complex for mass production, so I designed a simplified version that shows only two facades. Here, the 180-degree pop-up card stands upright. This type of layout offers many beautiful design possibilities that would not be achievable if the card were arranged horizontally. Video animations can be seen in the real building. In the pop-up, the windows can also show colored images. All you have to do is to insert colored paper strips. Pop-up cards inspired by architecture. It is not always possible to reconstruct the original architecture as a pop-up card. The following examples show cards where I used the original architecture only as an inspiration. Here I have highlighted the most important aspects of the building in an artistic way. The front of this building is not shown realistically, but anyone who knows the original building will recognize it immediately when the pop-up card is opened. This invitation card shows an artistic variation of the supports of a new exhibition hall. I was also commissioned to design the menu for the opening ceremony. The menus were not designed as pop-up cards, but as 3D paper objects that could be assembled and disassembled within seconds. "180-degree pop-up cards with an all-round view of the building. Cards that can be viewed from all sides are highly impressive. Sometimes a great effect can be achieved with a simple model. Sometimes it is very complex to design a pop-up card that shows a 360-degree view of a certain building. If there is enough time and budget, amazing results can be achieved. Not only the 3D paper engineering had to be developed for these cards. For all surfaces in these pop-ups, detailed illustrations needed to be created. There are many ways to put a building into the spotlight. I hope that my works will inspire you to create new ideas for your own marketing campaign, for the promotion of your real estate project. If you are looking for a professional designer for printed matter with a surprising 3D effect, please do not hesitate to contact me. I do commissioned work and I will be happy to support you. You can find my contact details on my website, peterdahmen.de. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.